My name is Robert Gardiner. I look after South County Dublin and North County Wicklow. So originally I was born and bred in Sandy Cove, South County Dublin. Grew up in and around Dalkey, Killiney, Glenageary, Blackrock, and spent many of my college years in the Donnybrook area, so fairly familiar with the surrounding. Yes, so property was something that I was always interested in. My grandfather initially was a developer back in the day. He developed a couple of sites out in North County Dublin, so that's kind of where I initially learnt the ropes, I suppose. As I grew up, my parents moved quite a bit. I got to know the selling and buying of property quite well through them, and then came to college time afterwards, it just seemed like a good option as well, an interest, going to something that you like doing. That was the drive for it. I love the interaction with people. That's the main draw for me, really. It's the whole process. It's one of the largest things people will do with their lives, is buying and selling a home. So the ability to guide them through that process, and then obviously the big payoff is at the end when everybody happily hands over keys and receives keys. It's quite a bit of a thrill as well. The main reason vendors choose Auctioneera over the other agents is predominantly the fixed fee that we charge. Other agents would usually charge a percentage, up to 1.5%, even sometimes north of that. And that can leave a lot of ambiguity around what people will end up paying at the end of the process. So with our fixed fee, it's quite transparent, and that's another aspect of the process that vendors enjoy, as well as purchasers, the fact that it's fully transparent the whole way through. There's nothing to hide behind, and we wear our hearts on our sleeves when it comes to the reviews at the end of the process as well. Favorite part for me for the Auctioneera model would be the transparent nature of placing offers on the system. Everybody has full sight of where the offers are at any one point in time. It's all interactive online through the website, the Auctioneera website. Once someone places an offer, when we have an offer of a guide price, we get a 15-day deadline. That way everybody knows where they stand, and when a counter offer comes in, they're aware of the fact that the person who's placed the counter offer has had to go through the same process as them. And it just gives everybody full transparency. It means that at the end of the process, when the timer ticks away, that everybody knows that for vendors, they've reached the top of the market organically, and that we never get the phone calls of people saying after the fact that, I didn't know that was closing out, I would have come in with a bit more, or, oh God, if that was the price, I would have offered you another 5,000. It just doesn't happen. We get to the maximum point in the market at any given time. And the most challenging part of the job traditionally is the disappointing purchasers. It's such a competitive market at the moment. For all our properties, we always have quite active competition and bidding. So there's always disappointed people, and sometimes you come across people who just really want a property. They see it as their future home, their family home. They're highly invested in it, and they get outbid. And it's always a vendor's prerogative at the end of the day to decide who they sell to, and sometimes they can choose an individual and make the dreams come true, which is always a happy day for us. But often because of the competitive nature of the market, we get top offers and top prices, and that's what vendors have to go with in order to make onward purchases. And so it's turning around to the underbidders and informing them that unfortunately they haven't been successful at this point in time, but to keep an eye on the property market, to keep an eye on our property and our stock, will help them get them their dream home. Best advice I'd give potential vendors, obviously it depends on the circumstance, but the main advice for selling any property is present it well. You want to put your best foot forward to get people in the door. The two main draws, or the main landing point for everybody when they're looking at property is online at photographs and pricing points. So you have to present the property in a clean and presentable state so as to draw the attention that way, and then obviously you pitch it at the right level. So as you're drawing the attention, everybody is a mini estate agent at the moment, so they can go online and see the property price register prices of similar properties. So you want to make sure that you're targeting the right contingent within the market so as to draw the attention and get them through the door, and that will encourage offers on the property, and that way at the end of the process vendors will be able to choose from hopefully a pot of excellent purchasers. What we offer to make it best in class is the full service that people have become accustomed to, I suppose, in the past through the traditional agents. We just offer it at a lower fee. We have a fixed fee that enables everybody at the end of the process to know what they're coming out with. The fee includes everything, as I say, that you're used to: your professional photography, your floor plans, your for sale signs, your advertising online, your agent doing the viewings, negotiations back and forth. You have an online portal as well, which means you can pretty much see everything the agent sees, which is very handy for people, especially clients who happen to be abroad, can see exactly anything in real time that we see as well. So levels of interest, offers, what type of offers are coming through, how many viewings people have been, how many people are repeat attendees, and their continued level of interest. So it's a unique system at a fixed low fee that can't be beaten. Is being an estate agent like being on Selling Sunset? Not quite. I mean, yeah, it has its perks, absolutely, but it's, you know, you're dealing with real life people, I suppose, at the end of the day, and our job is to make sure that we get the vendors the best possible result for them, and getting purchasers as well. Their future homes is very important, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's about getting the best result, and it's not necessarily as glamour filled as the TV would suggest, shall we say.